Now I was barely 17 with a pocket full of hope, screaming dollar in a dream with my closet looking broke and my niggas looking clean, getting caught up with that dope. Have you
Mazuma TV back with another video. Just like I had said in my previous video with the Andre Berto, Sean Porter, facts, thoughts, and predictions, I'm doing a similar video but with different fighters. The heavyweight division. Anthony Joshua coming out of the UK, undefeated fighter. All of his wins by knockout. IBF heavyweight champion who had previously defeated Charles Martin for the belt. He's been on a rampage since then, defeating Eric Molina and the drummer boy who shares Deontay Wilder in his resume as well. Had gotten knocked out by both, but Anthony Joshua had did it in a more dominant fashion, in my opinion. And he's on the road, you know what I'm saying? And then he's facing the veteran who had reigned at the heavyweight division for nearly a decade or more. Had previously lost to Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? He lost pretty clearly, in my opinion. It wasn't that great of a fight, but Tyson Fury's awkward movements and his length and his height had been enough to violate Wladimir Klitschko's game plan, and he ended up getting the decision that night. They had a rematch clause. Wladimir Klitschko pursued it. The whole fight seemed to be going good, and then all of a sudden, Tyson Fury had tested positive for cocaine, so he had to end up relinquishing his belts before he had gotten stripped by all sanctioning bodies. And now he's fighting a world champion. You know what I'm saying? He's stepping up. He's not going to take no tune-ups or nothing because he has not fought since Tyson Fury, but he's going up against a young, powerful man in Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying? And the experience is definitely going into Wladimir Klitschko's favor. That man been fighting since forever. He was reigning at the top with his brother, Vitaly Klitschko, and he's fought a whole lot of people. You know, he has gotten knocked out before. He has gotten stopped, but you know, he's always bounced back and became world champion. And that's why I respect Wladimir Klitschko. I definitely think he's not the greatest heavyweight of all time. I don't think he's fucking top 5, honestly, but he has to be ranked somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Because he's done some amazing things. Although the heavyweight division was dead, he reigned there for however long he could, you know what I'm saying? And he defeated guys like David Haye, Alexander Povetkin, and so on, you know what I'm saying? And he's been doing his thing, man. I respect Wladimir Klitschko, you know, but he's going against a completely different animal, somebody who's actually taller than him. Wladimir Klitschko is 6'6". I believe Anthony Joshua is 6'6" as well, but looking at them and their face-offs, it seems as if Anthony Joshua has a little bit of height over him. If you see in this picture, although it seems as if Anthony Joshua is leaning forward, it looks like he has a little bit of a height advantage, you know what I'm saying? And I think, personally, Wladimir Klitschko has gotten a little bit too comfortable fighting these smaller fighters like a Brian Jennings, Alexander Povetkin, where he could lean his weight on them, tire them out, and continue to use his jab and just use his size. But he's not going to be able to do that against a guy like Anthony Joshua. Now, Anthony Joshua, he's a really hard puncher. He has gotten hurt. He has faced adversity early in his career. He got hurt by Dillian White, you know what I'm saying? Came back and stopped Dillian White later on in the fight, you know what I'm saying? A beautiful uppercut, put him right down, and Dillian White was not able to recover from that shot. And Eric Molina, he definitely punished him. It wasn't even close. It was pretty much a easy fight for him, you know, or at least he made it look easy. And Eric Molina is nobody to be slept on, you know what I'm saying? He hurt Deontay Wilder, and that boy could punch, you know what I'm saying? There's no question that Eric Molina could punch. Just know that. So, man, it's kind of hard to decide who to pick, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, at times he seems stiff as hell. It's like he's a He's a fucking robot in the ring. He's like real. Like it seems as if he's tense. Uh, but he has a little bit of boxing ability to him, But he definitely can get hurt by Wladimir Klitschko. The motherfucker got hurt, he got hurt a couple times in the amateurs with headgear on. Sparring sessions, I heard he got knocked out by niggas like David Price and shit. So it's definitely possible that Anthony Joshua could get hurt, especially by a guy like Wladimir Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko isn't the hardest puncher in the division. Anthony Joshua may favor in that department, but Wladimir Klitschko has respectable power. It can definitely knock you out. When it's the heavyweight division, any fighter is bound to knock you out. These are grown ass men that punch really hard. They don't gotta struggle to make weight. You know what I'm saying? There is no fucking certain weight. So um, with that being said, uh, it's really hard to go with somebody for sure. You know what I'm saying? I think it depends on who brings the better game plan that night. I think it goes down to the trainers, honestly. Uh, with Vladimir Klitschko's experience, he may be able to do some things that may pose problems for Anthony Joshua. He could attempt to use that jab or whatever, but I don't see that's the thing with that jab. I don't know if that's gonna be that successful because um, Anthony Joshua got a little bit of a jab on him as well, so it depends on who uses that more consistently. Joshua has a really sharp power jab that's pretty slept on, you know what I'm saying? People talk about Triple G's power jab, which is a real impressive jab in my opinion, but Anthony Joshua has a hell of a power jab, and that might be able to get Vladimir Klitschko's attention. So, man, I don't know where to go with this one, but just based on Vladimir Klitschko getting older, how he had looked against Tyson Fury, his refusal to throw punches, I think it may have been because of the awkward movement for Tyson Fury, but maybe he respected Fury's power as well. It seemed as if Vladimir Klitschko had gotten rocked by Tyson Fury in the 12th round. So if if Anthony Joshua is able to become first and impose his will from the beginning and show him that this is his fight, he definitely will be able and he will hurt Vladimir Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? If Klitschko don't throw punches, Anthony Joshua will gladly step up and throw punches himself, and he definitely has what it takes to hurt Vladimir Klitschko and get him out of there. Now, if Vladimir Klitschko defeats Anthony Joshua, he's gonna go down as a hype job unless he bounces back. He will get criticized. Anthony Joshua will be facing a lot of criticism from the fans, writers, commentators, etc. But if he is able to get rid of Vladimir Klitschko, and by the way, if Vladimir Klitschko beats Anthony Joshua, then he should be ranked pound for pound. That's just my personal opinion. Not number one, but he should be ranked pound for pound because this will be a crazy ass upset in my opinion. Because a lot of people have Anthony Joshua winning, but I don't think it's that easy as everybody says it is. But Vladimir Klitschko, if he gets knocked out by Anthony Joshua, then Anthony Joshua will no doubt be the number one heavyweight in the world. I don't know how BoxRec has it set up right now. Me personally, I think Deontay Wilder is the number one pound for pound fighter just because he has more fights and he's not as green as an Anthony Joshua in the professional world of boxing. But if he is able to defeat Vladimir Klitschko, that automatically in a devastating fashion in a knockout or a stoppage, that will be greater than anything Deontay Wilder has done on his entire resume. I don't care what anybody says. I'm sorry. Regardless of Deontay Wilder having 36, 37 fights, with the minimal amount of fights Anthony Joshua has, if he gets rid of Klitschko, then there's no doubt that he's the number one fighter in the heavyweight division and is above Wilder, no doubt. Now, I'm not saying he could defeat Wilder. That's a completely different subject, but he will be ranked number one, and he will be ranked pound for pound, period. And if you don't see Anthony Joshua being pound for pound after defeating Vladimir Klitschko, a heavyweight fucking a heavyweight legend. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see that, you're bugging. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's number one. I'm not saying he's number three. What I'm saying is he's gonna be ranked pound for pound. Period. Now, that's just personally what I think about it. But who I'm gonna have to go with is Anthony Joshua. I see that he has the size, he has some boxing ability, he has the power, and he has the youth. You know, regardless of Klitschko having the experience, he had fought somebody in Tyson Fury who had less experience than him, but was able to defeat him. Now, styles make fights, and Joshua and Tyson Fury don't fight anything alike, but it's definitely possible for Anthony Joshua to get the victory, and experience may not actually even play a part. Wladimir Klitschko is getting old, so his age may be something that will affect him in the fight, and Anthony Joshua's youth may become beneficial in this fight. I personally have Anthony Joshua taking this W, and we're gonna have a top heavyweight, and this will build up a great fight between him and Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder continues to be stay victorious in his fights as well. Um, I would love to see Deontay Wilder get that belt from Joseph Parker, and unifying with Anthony Joshua. You know, that's just a dream fight in my opinion. But I'm gonna have to go with Anthony Joshua. Y'all let me know what y'all guys think about this. Let me know what y'all think about the facts, the thoughts, and the prediction. This is Zuma TV, and I'm out.